Because to me, it's more than 2-3 Copernican guy that got together and decided, hey, it's gonna work. No, I think it's much deeper than that, and I think we tend to demonize it for maybe the wrong reason, you know?
Oh yeah, I mean, I just feel like, you know, time just means something different for everyone, you know?
Okay, time doesn't exist. We know time doesn't exist because, look, there's only the here and now. I'm here in Quebec. It's 20, 24, 29, 24, 21, 24. And he's in Australia, and we're talking at the same, same here and now. So in that sense, time doesn't exist.
Right.
But time is a tool that, like I said, we have. So
magnetism creates magnitude. The electromagnetic wave. Okay? She is the mother of time and space. Another way of saying magnetism is Maya, the illusion of time and space. Look, if this is a rope and I'm standing here and there's another guy over here hanging on to that rope and I pull that rope, this is a longitudinal standing wave. I pull that rope. How quick does he get the message that I've pulled the rope?
Instantly.
This is called instantaneous action at a distance. This is how you can explain instantaneous action at a distance. The dielectric pulse, which is magnetodielectricity, not electromagnetism. This is magnetodielectricity. This inferior energy of vibration is electromagnetism. Don't get confused between the two. Now, magnetodielectricity is a pulse. It's a pulse perturbation. It's pulsing longitudinal. Scientists tell you that all particles are entangled. In other words, they're all connected all over the universe.
So well, that's why the clock does tick tock, tick tock, tick. It pulses.
Yeah.
It is a pulse. It is a pulse, like your heart. Dom dom.
Yeah.
All is a dom. Dom dom. You listen, you can hear the pulse, because the pulse is the center of your Torus field, the core, the curve, the apple core, the apples of Apollo. Okay? So, but if I get that string and I go like this, and I give it a slow flick, how long does it take to get to my gentleman friend over there?
When the wave gets to him. The first wave, when the first agitation that you made gets to him.
That's called time dilation. Time dilation. That's where the illusion of time comes, in the electromagnetic world of illusion. But here, everything is atemporal. This is temporal. This is the temporospatial world. The temporospatial world spiraling and rotating. But the atemporal world is longitudinal, atemporal. Here you have,
sorry, I forgot it was right.
Here you have compression, compression, rarefaction, compression, rarefaction. And that compression, rarefaction pulse on the longitudinal wave, longitudinal wave causes this temporospatial illusion. Simple. Now, some systems have really slow waves, like Saturn is a 30-year orbit, so he's doing a real slow. Mercury, on the other hand, 88 days, he's doing real quick ones. He's very high vibrating. You get it?
Yeah.
That's how it works. It's
and
simple.
We're all stuck on low frequency stuff with media and all that, right? We're all stuck in the lower.
Yeah.
Well, red colors are dealing with all these lower chakras, red, orange, yellow. They have to do with power, sex, control.
Yeah. We're all stuck there.
When you get to the heart, then you open the door to climb the Kabbalistic tree. You go to blue shift. Blue shift is where heaven is. You see?
And I have another question for you. Before, at the beginning of the presentation, you were showing a magnet, and the magnet was doing different forms and different animals and stuff. And now, why is it animal represented as astrology? Where does all those animals come from? But with that, I think I want you to go a bit more into this. Why is it a bull? Is it a Gemini? How do they form these things to say, okay, it's going to look like this? And
like ether, thumbs up, ether.
There's got to be something out there organizing it, like the magnet thing.
This wave goes forever, okay? The wave always starts in Aries. Always. Always. Taurus will always be here. And Gemini is here. Let's just do those three. What is the element? What are the elements produced by the sun between the 21st of March to the 21st of April? I'll tell you. Gold and iron. Remember we put the number 79 there, and it was AU, gold, because the sun exalts in Aries, but Mars is the ruler of Aries. Okay, so Aries has two planets, Mars and the sun. So all Arians have an iron nature about them, like Scorpio, but they also have golden sun nature, because the sun exalts in Aries. Moon exalts in Taurus, the cerebellum. Okay, so the moon is here, she exalts in Taurus, and Venus is the ruler. So the sun here, along with the analemma, is producing gold and iron. Alchemists are able to change iron into gold when the sun is here. Not here, they can't do it. Here they can turn copper into gold. You know how an alchemist transforms his elements, he mutates them or sublimates them? That all alchemists and astrologers know you can only do this when the sun is on the ecliptic at a certain time. So if the sun is producing iron here and feminine copper here, and then Quicksilver, Mercury in Gemini, little horns on Mercury because he's a trickster.
Trickster.
Yeah, that's not all. It is also producing forms. See, so the ovine is here. The ovine, and Taurus is the bow. Why is the ovine produced here? Why is the horned animal of the ram produced at the start of every ecliptic? Every ecliptic. I'm talking minuscule microcosm, mesocosm, macrocosm, mega. Every wave that is ever rippled and produced in the universe starts in Aries and finishes in Pisces. Everyone. All your movies, all your cartoons, all your nursery rhymes, fairy tales, they all start in Aries and finish in Pisces. But not only are the elements produced in that time, but forms are produced in that time. Aries is not, the ovine is not the only animal that comes from Aries. So is the canine. Because where there is the lamb, there is also the wolf. So Arians are very canine. They're like loyal dogs, like little children. They're very loyal, okay? But they also have the wolf side of them where they're very nasty and howl like wolves and attack like wolves. I know that because I'm Aryan. So,
right.
So the canine is here, the ovine is here. How is it produced? Because remember magnetism. Magnetism, as it extrapolates from 0 point, that first portion of the wave, as that wave is coming out, that will only produce what it can produce according to its energy there. And its energy there is fire. Fire and cardinal fire in Aries. It's a very special kind of fire. Remember the fire hose? It's very condensed fire. Arians have very, very condensed fire. Taurus is fixed earth. Well, that's how you make bulls, because bulls are big and earthy animals. And so as the magnetic wave extrapolates at that period from 30 degrees to 60 degrees along its ecliptic, it will produce Taurian things.
That's it.
Elements.
Okay, I got it. Yeah,
People.
Yeah.
So again, let me just continue with this book. When the sun is in Scorpio, between October and November, look at these people. Can you see the chicken hawk, the bird features? Look at the. You can see that they've all got beaks. Look at their bird beak.
Yeah.
There's a beak. There's a beak.
I always felt like I had a beak, but I mean, I'm not of that sign. But
look at the difference between the intense iron, because Mars rules Scorpio. Look at the iron of Scorpios and have a look at the Jupiterian jovial Jupiter of the Sagittarians. Big, long horse face, big teeth, beautiful big horse teeth, and that happy Jupiterian horse giddy up nature. Capricorn, more serious, very stern, very cold, very sexy. Capricorn is all about sexy.
Okay, that brings me to my next question, Santos, to the moment of birth. Why is the moment...
Hold the question.
What? Yeah?
Aquarius. Small facial features, eyes close together, everything's all compact on the face, very tight little small face features. Aquarius, but very mental, that you can see it in their eyes. It's a mental air sign. It's very, it's all about thinking. And then you've got the jovial Jupiterian Venetian Pisceans. Again, the fish. See the fish? You can see their eyes. The eyes sort of go to the side, like Liza Minnelli here, you see? Because the fish, they have, their eyes are more like that. Aquarian eyes are more like this, close together. And the Pisceans, and you'll see this time and time again. Only if you pay attention. If you don't pay attention, it's all pseudoscience and from the devil.
Yeah.
So you can go to my website, and then you'll click to another site, which is William Schreiber's website. William Schreiber, and you can get this book for about $20.
Yeah.
And you can learn how to tell people signs. Okay, so the Dance of the Zodiac, guys, support Bill. He's only selling these for about 25. I don't know how he makes any money at all, but I'm one of his biggest supporters, and I've sold for him. I don't get anything out of it, but it's all his. But he reckons he gets weekly sales, just like 70% of his sales come from my presentations of his book. So support Bill, please.
Yeah. Now, there's something very crucial, okay, very important. It's the moment of birth and not the moment of conception, very different. But is there a difference, because now it's very important, the moment where you will come into the world, but is there a difference between a C-section and a induced labor? Even induced labor, a natural giving birth, or C-section? Like, does this will affect you? Like, they could take you out a week before you were supposed to come out. You're supposed to come out as a Gemini, or you will come out as Taurus or something like that. So
right.
What is because naturally, according to the normal course of life, you would have been supposed to be born Gemini or something. You know what I mean?
True, very true. But here's the thing. When you are born, it's a very special time, because at the moment you're born, there is only one sign rising in the east, which is your rising sign. In my case, it was Leo. So if I were born a half an hour later, my rising sign would have been Virgo. I would have totally different facial features. So not only every hour does it change, but every month. And so when you are born, Jupiter is in Sagittarius, the ascendant is in Leo, the moon is in Pisces. All of these configurations take place the moment you begin to breathe. Also, the moment of conception is also another point where you can tell a lot about someone's chart, but this is much harder to do as we have lost the science. But astrologers of antiquity assure us that it matters not. The moment of birth is sufficient for all astrological understandings for the native, for the individual. All you need, mostly, is the time of birth. Okay, because that's when you inspire all of those angles coming from those planets. And those planets, sonoluminescent beings, they are projecting their angles to you and blessing you or not so blessing you, depending on how they aspect with other planets. For instance, all right, let's have a look at my chart. Here's me. Okay, so what you can see here, my sun, I was born at 5:19 in the afternoon. So my sun is, here is the ascendant where Leo is. So Leo was rising. This is the east. And this over here is the west, where the sun sets. MC means midday. IMC below means middle of the night. So my sun has passed the midday point and it's setting, there it is, in the 7th house. So this is the house of relationships, and I've got 6 planets there. Saturn, Venus, Moon, Mercury, Jupiter, and Sun. Now the Sun's happy because it exalts in Aries. Jupiter is happy because it is domiciled in Pisces. And Saturn is happy because it's domiciled in Aquarius. So I have 3 essential dignities in my chart. Okay, so those planets, when I was born, they were very, very healthy. The Sun was very healthy in Aries. You get 4 points of essential dignity through an exaltation. Jupiter gets 5 points through a domicile in Pisces. And Saturn gets 5 points. So I've got 14 points of essential dignity in my chart. Now, negatives. Venus conjunct Saturn. Venus is your lover, your partner, your wife for men. Mars is the husband. Mars, marriage, marito, which means husband in Italian. Mars is for women. So having a Venus conjunct Saturn, my Venus is not at all very happy in my chart. Saturn is, because he's in Aquarius, but Venus does not like Aquarius. So at the moment I was born, I was blessed with a good Jupiter, a good jovial Jupiter, and a good Saturnian Saturn, and a good solar sun. But my Venus is down, my Mercury is down, and a couple of other things there that are down. So the moment I'm born, I am infused with those energies, and they will set in my nature for the rest of my life. And I can change them, I can sublimate those energies, I can grow them, I can evolve them and develop them.
Wow.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah. Tells a lot. So I don't know if you want to add something else, Santos. It's up to you now.
No, I'm about done. That's a lot, and my voice is going now. So
it's a lot to take in also for us, for people to digest the information. Personally, I'm gonna watch it again. That's for sure. There's a lot of stuff to take in, so I thank you a lot for coming on, Santos. It's very, I'm speechless. There's no word to express my gratefulness, to express how grateful I am for you taking your time, because, you know, we don't put value on money, we put value on time, on what the time you give to others. And that's a great honor for me to have you here and share my time also with you, because it's very, it's for the benefit of us all. Wake up, people.
Yes.
That's it. It is for the benefit of us all. We all come here with love. We all come here with pure intent, and there's nothing when we have the discipline also. So we have everything, huh, Santos?
We do, brother. We
That's it.
inside of our every atom of our anatomy, we have Krishna, Christ. You can call it, if you like, Allah. Call him Allah, Jehovah. It's all beautiful. They are all beautiful names in different languages of the same substance, of the same consciousness, of the same person, of the same force, energy. God is a reservoir of all things, omniscient, omnipotent, and we are God. We are one and the same as God with difference. So
Just waiting.
we do.
It's just to tap into this power and bring it forward into our life, and really. Like I say all the time, rise and shine.
Right.
Rise and shine.
That's it.
It's two words, 3 words. Rise and shine. So it's very. So that's it. So thank you very much, Santos. Really appreciate it. Thank you, Rob, also for participating.
No, thank you for having me. It's a blessing just to be here in the same room as Santos. Well, so to speak.
Thanks, brother.
But you were a bit
Awesome.
the instigator with your message on Facebook, so I couldn't resist.
Hey.
And it was a long time I didn't get in touch with Santos, and it's just a great man. So it's always.
I guess that's the cardinal in me. I started it, right?
Yeah, exact. You were the cardinal in there.
Right.
So thank you very much, guys, and we're off, and that's it. We're going to be back on for another one probably. I'll talk to Santos. There's so much things to say. I have a whole bunch of questions, all kinds of stuff to talk about. But we've been here almost for 3 hours, so.
Write down your questions. Do write them down, and I'll answer them one. But next week, next time, I mean, not next time.
Whenever you're ready, Santos.
I will only answer your questions. I won't do any presentation. I'll just answer questions.
Yeah, and we can develop on it, and then we're going to go on. You know us, if we start with... Sometime we're going to say a word, and we can talk about that word for an hour. So
Yeah. I'll have many more questions that will come to mind after this, so...
Yeah, that's it. We're going to rewatch it and come back with questions, and we'll plan for another one, Santos, to get out you a message. We're in touch anyway. We're linked on Facebook, so...
Merci, mon vieux.
Merci, mon ami. Merci, mon ami. À la prochaine.
Bon, bonne journée, guys.
Bye-bye.
Have a good day, guys. Take care.